Here are 3 ways on how you can really perk that booty, guaranteed. I'm gonna show you how you can really lift and shape your booty the fastest. Guaranteed you're gonna actually feel and see these results. So Booty Bands and Barbells is dedicated to helping busy women sculpt and tone their body in just 15 minutes a day. It's your time to celebrate you, unleash your empowered self, and step back into your confidence. You can visit bootybands.com for the best female fitness products, challenges, and protein. Make sure to hit subscribe to get notified for the new videos and hit the like button to support us as we keep making amazing content for you. So to get results that last like these ladies here, you want to be on a routine to really achieve that consistency. You're going to be able to get a routine with the Booty Bands and Barbells app because these 15-minute workouts are great for beginners and they're stackable for advanced. So in the app, you're going to get full guided workouts with expert certified trainers and our community because together we're doing the workouts and challenges that's going to help boost your results and your confidence. So let's get ready to perk that booty. Number 1, you just want to focus on progression. So you want to be weary of those videos that are out there saying no equipment needed. Now that's really great if you're a beginner, but if we're constantly staying on those videos where it's just your body weight over and over and over again, then we're going to end up hitting that plateau. And so just be mindful of that we do want to start building that progression with resistance so we can really start to perk that booty, because remember, that booty is made up of the muscle and fat. So when we build that muscle underneath with the 3 locations of the muscle on the glutes, we can get that more lifted, round, firmer look, but just always doing body weight exercises, we hit that plateau. So be wary of that. So the next part of progression after you've been doing body weight exercises is starting to go into some booty band workouts. That's gonna help target each area of your glutes, which is the medius, the maximus, and the minimus. So now you're starting to progress with your workouts. There's 4 different levels of bands, so as you are progressing, you'll be able to get stronger, which then helps increase and give you that more perky booty. So when we are creating the muscle tension used from the booty bands, that's gonna be what stimulates that muscle cell hypertrophy. So what is hypertrophy? Hypertrophy is an increase in growth of muscle cells, where basically it's going to be help enlarging that booty. Now you have to make sure that you're doing the right training in order to receive hypertrophy in your glutes. A lot of people are actually doing circuit training or cardio training on their glutes, which is actually decreasing the size of their booty instead. So not every exercise is a perfect workout for your booty. So only specific workouts, which we do all that work for you in the Booty Bands and Barbells app, where you're combining drop sets, supersets, triple sets, those things that really allow that hypertrophy to come into play for your booty. So booty bands work very similar to free weights. There are a few key differences. So for example, dumbbells and barbells and other free weights are actually using gravity for the resistance, where resistance bands provide more of an external resistance where your muscles have to work against them. So you're pushing against the band during your exercises where your muscles are having to engage to fight the tension. And it's phenomenal because as you're doing, let's say, all of your workouts, you're then going to be targeting all 3 areas of your glutes at the same time than if you weren't putting a band on. So basically just is going to amplify your results when you have more tension around your legs for that band. So I'm going to show you 3 awesome moves that you can do with a booty band, and then I'm going to show you 3 awesome moves you can do with bands and weights. So when you have the band on, I'm going to show you a few secrets that not a lot of people know. And this is information that obviously you'll get in our workouts with certified coaches. So we all know of a squat, but a lot of us are actually not really utilizing our squats to the fullest ability. So when you have your booty band onto your thighs and you go into your squat, a lot of people are just showing us a squat is just going up and down. When in reality, when we are in that squat, what we can do to amplify and really get into more of that upper part of the glutes is you're just going to bring your knees slightly out at the bottom, and then when you stand up, you just activated the top portion of your glutes, the medius. That's gonna give you more of that perkier booty. So the next workout is we see a lot of kickbacks all the time, right? And if you notice in videos, they're just kind of aimlessly just kicking their foot back and they're not really focusing on really connecting into that glute. And so what we want to do when we go into that kickback, whether it's on the ground or standing, first thing we want to do is engage our core. So when we engage the core, it helps protect that lower back. Then what we want to do is we want to keep our hips in alignment, because when we do that, it's going to help really isolate the booty even more. So I'm going to give you an example. So Some people that are just doing kickbacks and they're rotating through that hip, they're losing all of the activation in that booty and they're putting more emphasis on a rotating of their core, when really if we focus on keeping the hips parallel and just stacked right here, we're gonna feel the most craziest booty burn, not only on this glute because of the resistance band, but on the other glute for the stabilization. So it's gonna be way more, better, faster results for that booty by keeping those hips always neutral and square. So the next one that's really awesome that you can do with bands is a reverse lunge. I don't ever recommend going forward in a reverse lunge because then it's going to be more pressure onto that front knee. So when you focus on a reverse lunge, what you're gonna do is really stabilize the one foot you put all the weight into, and the back foot, go ahead and just reach out so that it's a straight leg, and then you're into your perfect lunge. So what you're really emphasizing is this front leg. The back leg, just imagine, is like a kickstand. You don't have to go very low if you're a beginner, but what we can even emphasize is little pulses. So as we go down into that lunge, pulse through that heel and then back up. Remembering that a reverse lunge actually can be done with holding onto something. It allows us to have better control and better balance in our workout as well. So the next progression is focusing next on bands and weights. When we start to amplify the weights is when we're gonna start to even get stronger, and that's going to perk our booty even more. So check out these videos as you see that we're using bands and weights together, getting amplified and faster results. And again, we teach you as expert certified coaches exactly how to perform these moves so you feel very confident going into them. And of course, just going back into your training style, a lot of women, when they think of just getting fit and sculpting and toning, they're just running onto the treadmill or just doing a bunch of cardio, when in fact it's great for your heart and for your endurance, but it's not really sculpting and toning your body. Really, that resistance on your muscles is where we're gonna start finding more of that perky booty. So be mindful that different trainings equal different results. If you're looking for that perky booty, make sure that you're putting resistance onto that booty and progressing with it, and that will be the first step. Awesome, so the next one is going to be hip thrusts. And so hip thrusts and bridges are very similar. Hip thrust is basically where you're on an elevated surface instead of just the mat. So in this one, it's a phenomenal one for your glutes. And if you're not doing this one, this is one I would absolutely put into your routine. So this one, as we're now progressing, instead of just body weight or just our bands, now we're using bands and weight. So as we put our upper back onto the bench, we're gonna go ahead and tuck our chin down, because what that does is it makes more of a C curve and takes the building out of our back and more building into our glutes. So as we push the heels into the mat and send our hips up, at the top, this is where we can get the best workout for the band, is push the knees out just a couple inches and then bring it back in and then lower down just a few inches. So this exercise is not only phenomenal, but for all three areas of your glutes. You're targeting the maximus, the minimus, and the medius all at the same time. And this is one that I have seen the best results for helping members get that perkier booty. Next, for weights and bands, is we're gonna go ahead, you've seen this one done a lot, kickbacks, but how often are you seeing kickbacks done with bands and weights? So as we go into our tabletop position, we wanna have, again, the neutrality with our hips. You'll see a lot of people that will end up just kind of swinging that leg back, and they're just keeping everything stacked, when in reality, if we keep those hips parallel, we're gonna feel so much more of the glute gains right here by keeping it nice and straight and squaring off those hips. Flexing that foot, you can even add some pulses in here, and this is a great one to perk the booty as well. And so another great exercise that you can do with bands and weights would be the Romanian deadlift. So RDLs, as what it stands for, you want to have a slight bend in your knees, strong core, roll your shoulders back, and all you're doing is bringing that weight down your legs, stopping about end of the bottom of your knees, and then bringing it back up using your heels to push into the mat to push yourself back up. So not only is this one great for cellulite, because you're hitting the whole back of the hamstrings and also the glutes, that will give you that nice, good, perky booty. So again, very simple exercise, but when combining things that can help you with progression, you're gonna see a lot more results. The second step is consistency. It's so imperative that you're consistent to obviously reach your goals. Now this ends up getting caught in people that are really busy. So we work well with busy women that are trying to perk their booty. And the reason why we are able to help them get more consistent is because instead of doing hour-long workouts that are very sparse and all over the place, we focus more on consistency because it's 15-minute workouts that if you're a beginner, it works, it's doable, and you can't say you don't have time for a 15-minute workout. And when you start getting advanced, we can start stacking those together. But it's better to start you at where you're at right now and progress rather than thinking of that perfect routine. We want to focus on progressing to that routine. So of course with consistency, a routine is ideal. And the best part about it is we've done the work for you. We've heard you enough that you said, just give me a routine, just tell me exactly what to do. And so that's what we've done. We've made it simple and easy for you that there is an actual routine that when you download the Booty Bands and Barbells app, it shows you day 1 through 7, and you repeat those every single week with us. The third step to getting your perky booty is gonna be, of course, your nutrition. Most women I find are very protein deficient, and they're not getting all of their protein needs in. And when we're not feeding that booty the protein that it needs, we'll end up starving that muscle, therefore we're not increasing that booty size. So you want 0.7 to 1 gram per pound of your body weight, or make sure that you can start with just a fist size of protein in every single meal and every single snack. So ask yourself right now, yesterday, think about all the meals and snacks that you had. Was there protein in every single one of them? And if the answer is no, then you're protein deficient. Protein needs to be the #1 thing that you have in every single one of your meals and snacks. And that would be the first step to really start perking that booty, is by getting that protein in. So a simple way to get protein in is by a simple protein shake. A lot of people think that protein powder is just for bodybuilders or crazy athletes or bikini competitors, when in fact it's actually very doable for every single person. I use a protein shake, I'll sprinkle it on my oatmeal in the morning, I'll use it as like a shake for a snack, and then I'll use it for something like after a workout. So you can shake, bake, or sprinkle protein powder into your lifestyle to up that protein a little more. And remember, protein comes in different ways. It's not just animal protein, right? We can get it through nuts and seeds. We can get it through lentils, chickpeas, beans, and rice. There's all sorts of different areas that we can get our protein in. So that's just a huge important role. And if you're a little bit confused, you want a nutrition guide, we get that all for you. So anytime you purchase anything from Booty Bands, you're going to get a free call with one of our certified coaches, and she's gonna guide you through exactly what your personalized routine and your nutrition plan should be in order for you to get that perky booty the fastest. So to watch a video that's complimentary to the one you just watched, go ahead and click here. For a routine and those live challenges with the expert coaches and our community, click here. And for the complete home gym where you get all the products and our protein, click down below, and we'll see you soon.